Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Key Lavon. Today I am going to be talking about ways to keep your goals and ways to stay positive. So two of those major ways that I have been practicing, one of them is very recent and one of them is something that I've been doing since I was in high school. But the first one is a positivity jar. This is my positivity jar. I got this idea off the internet. Actually, my mom sent it to me and my siblings in a group chat saying that we should start it and it was a good idea. Basically, this mason jar, which I got in a pack of 4 at Target, is holding individually written notes that I basically have written to myself. So every time something positive happens or there is a level up in my life, I started putting it in this jar starting the second week of January. And what the goal is that at the end of the year, when the year is said and done, kind of like how when 2016 ended, people had a lot of complaints and just a lot of negativity, right? And of course, a lot of negative things did occur in 2016, but this jar is meant to shift that perspective. So on New Year's of 2017, I would open this jar with other folks who have done it, and we would read some of the things that happened to us in 2017. We would read 2017's positive moments and just remember that even though a lot of bad stuff did happen, a lot of good did too. So I highly encourage you. This one is really fairly easy. You can put it in a Ziploc. And number 2, what I'm most excited about is vision boards. I am going to show y'all and maybe teach people who have never heard of the concept or done it themselves how to make a vision board and what that consists of. So. High school, I would say about the 9th or 10th grade. That's when The Secret came out, and if you're not familiar with what The Secret is, it is a book that was also accompanied by a short film, and basically it's the power of believing in yourself and your thoughts and the energy you produce in order to get what you want out of life. I want a house and I want a car. Basically putting those things out there through the forms of vision boards, through the forms of affirmations, writing these things down, and then seeing them come true in real life. So when I was in high school, I started making vision boards after I saw The Secret movie. And it's something that, if nothing else, really does keep you geared towards what it is you are waking up for in the morning. It's something that you hang up in your room, in your living room, in your kitchen, however your home is set up. Wherever you look to in the morning, that's where I think you should have it. So I can see like, oh yeah, that's my goal for this year. And it's still being like the second month of the new year. We want to keep our resolutions and we want to keep our goals. And if you are someone who set resolutions, or even if you don't like that name or if you don't like that sentiment, if you are someone who told yourself that this is what I'm going to change or I need to do this better just because you want to be better than you were yesterday, then this is something that I think you definitely should do. This is something that's fairly easy and is backed up by your own individual style. So there's no pressure to do it like anybody else, and there's really no right or wrong, right? Easy. We're going to cut things out, paste them. Old school.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm holy shit. Yes, I'm the boss.
so you can see if yours has like the same ideals aligning up, or if there's something you put on yours that I didn't put on mine. Please comment below and let me know what your top 2 goals are for 2017 and how you felt about this process, if it was your first time doing it. Okay, on this one, I really have a big hair goal. I haven't put heat on my hair for about 3 years now, and by the end of this year, I would really like to see myself have a big, beautiful fro like this black queen right here. So it says, consciously made beautiful hair, being conscious of the things that I put in my hair, the way that I'm putting it up when it's in protective styles, and the products that I'm putting on it, and realizing that I do need to stay on top of taking my vitamins and all of those good things, and the things that I eat. Another big one on here is to travel. I told myself last year that I was really going to change the way that I spend my money and the way that I spend my time, and I really want to experience more outside of California and outside of the country eventually. And this year I really want to go to New Orleans this summer. The idea is to do this with my immediate circle, people that I love. I'm not really big on the idea of solo traveling, but it's not something that I'm like not down for. I just really feel like I need that experience to travel in the first place. So that would be a really good experience, and if I do go to New Orleans this summer, of course YouTube will know about it. Here is to double cleanse mind and body, realizing that it's not just about the way that I treat my body or if I exercise 4 days a week, but about the things that I think. So decolonizing my mind, continuing to read as many books as I can and learn as much about my history so I can have things to teach to my kids and to my siblings and to my community at large, right? Not just the things that are telling me to read in school, which is complete BS to be honest, but things that really benefit me and getting to know myself, like through Black authors and all of those good things. It'd be really nice to have a car. I'm gonna be 23 next year, graduating from college, and it would be really nice to finally not have to walk everywhere. So that's another one, but all of these are possible. That's the idea here, that all of these things are possible, and especially now that they're not just thoughts in my head, but that they are on somewhere that I can look, that they're going to materialize even faster. Okay, so on this one, so what happened was I ended up cutting my board in half. I end up cutting my board in half because it's fine. I ended up cutting it. That's my roommate. I'm not gonna cut this out. Anyways, I ended up cutting it in half because I didn't want to have a big board with a lot of white space, and I thought I wasn't gonna have that much to put. But from one magazine, I ended up getting enough to fill up 2 boards, which means I also have a lot of goals, which is never a bad thing. So most important things on here to me is definitely starting with this one. This was in the magazine, Just Perfectly Like This, which I take as a sign, and it says, open my heart, get closer to God with a personal prayer to the Most High. And while I do not belong to any religious group or have a religious title, I definitely do believe that there is a higher being vibrating at a higher frequency than we are, and I definitely do believe in submitting myself to that being by prayer. Prayer is definitely something that I practice on the daily. When I wake up in the morning, I pray. Go to sleep at night, I pray. Even today, right, I was leaving the grocery store, I started praying, just thanking God for the blessing that I have to be able to get up and go get the food that I feel like eating when I want to get it. That's something that I wasn't privileged to when I was younger, and it's definitely not something that a lot of people can do now. Just praying, right? And I think there's a certain feeling that you have when you know that you are fulfilled in your relationship with God, and I definitely do not feel that way. I have seen people move in God-like ways. I've seen people act in God-like ways, and I'm not there. It's in the way that you interact with people. It's in the way that you handle conflicts, in the way that you love people through adversity. It's a lot of things, and I want to get to that place. The year's biggest, don't lose you. So there's a huge difference between progressing and then selling your soul or selling out to get to certain opportunities or certain people, and I definitely never want to lose the things that make me me in this whole process of growing with myself. So definitely. And then I have bringing my health full circle. So I've been a pescatarian for about 7 to 8 years now. But after my 22nd birthday this year, I decided that I wanted to make the transition to be vegan. So as of right now, I am eating seafood once a week. And some weeks I don't eat it at all. Like this week I have not ate seafood. But by March, I want to be completely on that path to being vegan and living a vegan lifestyle. There's a lot of reasons for that, but most of them have to do with my own health and well-being. I'm not a really big animal activist, so I'm not the person to look to for that, but I definitely can talk about how the fact that we have fast food and we eat so much meat affects the environment and ultimately affects the way that a lot of poor people live, right? A lot about food security. That's like one of my biggest things that I want to do after I graduate from college, and that is a topic for another video. So staying to my workout, I am not slipping this year. I have been doing great. Kudos to me, and I will stay with that. And then in the corner right here, it says revolutionary love. So make 6 years and let it be progressive. So endlessly progressive, meaning I want to make 6 years of committed time with my partner. So next year February would be our 6-year anniversary, and I had to put the note to let it be progressive because a lot of the times we stay in situations because they are comfortable or because they are what we know. But I definitely want to make sure that we are not holding each other back in life or in our own progress just by sticking with each other. I want to make sure it's positive, that we don't like not like each other, but damn, this is what I have to do. I never want to be in a situation where I am settling. Like, so making 6 years and letting it be revolutionary, because Black love is revolutionary. And that's a whole other topic as well. What's the last one I'll share? So the last one I'll share is the purpose fist. That's a Black power fist, and it says purpose. And after doing this, I actually kind of want to get that tatted, because that is definitely something that I live by. I'm definitely a purposeful person, and I feel like when you are not, you block yourself out a lot of your blessings. But remember to do things with purpose, right? So feelings of like goodness, or like, oh my god, you know, that was awesome, whatever, or oh, this person has these perks, so I'm a mess with them, or you know, or we act like out of lust instead of actively trying to get to know somebody. We ignore our better judgment, we go back and mess with people who we shouldn't. Whatever the case may be, do everything with purpose. You really will see how things start to change for you, how more of your time is put into better things, and how you feel better about yourself and your decisions. Purposeful, that's a big one. Healthy and happy, and yeah, that's pretty much my board. So as I said, if you have things that you want to share with me or with others, a way of keeping yourself accountable is to share what you want to do. Share your goals. Stop keeping these things to yourself, being afraid that people are going to discourage you, or being afraid that somebody's actually going to keep you accountable. The best thing to do is to share your goals with other people, so that way they can be there to say, hey, did you do this today? Or I see you eating that, you said you wasn't going to eat that anymore. That can really help. Being afraid of judgment and being challenged. Seriously, like, drop that in 2017 if that's you. If you did this, or if you made a vision board for the first time because of this video, please let me know. I think it's best to do this with people, so if you have friends that need to do this as well, siblings, your parents, remember to hang it up somewhere where you can see it and look to it every morning and every night. And I have faith in you. Peace.